dacci la gioia di vivere, di poter sempre a tutti sorridere, la forza di affrontare le sfide, di scoprire sempre le insidie che la mente ci pone sul cammino. Dacci la gioia di vivere, di poter sempre a tutti sorridere, la forza di affrontare le sfide, di scoprire sempre le insidie che la mente ci pone sul cammino. Noi siamo audaci ricercatori del vero, determinati a conquistare il tuo dorato impero, la vastità dell'oltrespazio, l'eternità oltre la prigione nel tempo, l'inviolabile che rende la nostra vita adorabile. Noi siamo audaci ricercatori del vero, determinati a conquistare il tuo dorato impero, la vastità dell'oltrespazio, l'eternità oltre la prigione nel tempo, inviolabile che rende la nostra vita adorabile. Dacci la gioia di vivere, dacci la gioia di vivere. Vogliamo essere del tutto sicuri che riusciremo ad abbattere tutti gli interiori muri, se la tua benedizione discende su di noi, se per tua deliberata scelta la porta interiore rendi completamente aperta. Vogliamo essere del tutto sicuri che riusciremo ad abbattere tutti gli interiori muri, se la tua benedizione discende su di noi, se per tua deliberata scelta la porta interiore rendi completamente aperta. Dacci la gioia di vivere, dacci la gioia di vivere. Vogliamo sviluppare la compassione, fa che questa sia la nostra missione, di riuscire a condividere con tutti la grandezza della divina realizzazione, la sbalorditiva tua assoluta perfezione. Vogliamo sviluppare la compassione, fa che questa sia la nostra missione, di riuscire a condividere con tutti la grandezza della divina realizzazione, la sbalorditiva tua assoluta perfezione. Dacci la gioia di vivere, di poter sempre a tutti sorridere, la forza di affrontare le sfide, di scoprire sempre le insidie che la mente ci pone sul cammino. Dacci la gioia di vivere, dacci la gioia di vivere.
So this is the song we want to analyze this evening for Satsang. He says, give us the joy of living, so that we may always smile to all. The strength to face the challenges, to always discover the pitfalls that the mind puts on our path. In the Western tradition, sainthood has always been associated with sadness, weeping, heaviness, martyrdom, suffering, ending up on a cross. But sainthood is not this. Sainthood is joy. Joy of living in communion with God. Especially in the Christian tradition, holy people are always kind of handicaps. Always suffering, penances, austerities, give suffering to the body, mortifying the body. So what's the purpose of it? What is the joy in it? Such a sainthood, it's better to run away from it than to seek for it. To my understanding. So sainthood is something that must give us joy. The joy of living a life in communion with God. A higher kind of life, with a different perception of reality. Otherwise, what's the purpose of it? Why look for sainthood? So on the path of the masses, there is not this kind of attitude that you must suffer. You must not suffer. You have to enjoy your spiritual adventure. It must be a pleasure. It must be a journey, a rosy journey, full of joy, full of the pleasure of doing something that most of the people don't do, in the awareness that this is the real life, is the true life. A life that allows us to explore all of our human potential. Body, mind, and spirit. So just this awareness that we are doing the real work, the work that every human being should be doing, this should give us such a joy. And the practice we do is not because of wanting to suffer, it's because of wanting to feel good, to feel better. We don't meditate to suffer. We meditate to relax ourselves, to be at peace, to find our peace, to develop love, devotion, compassion, all the good qualities that make us better human beings. So give us the joy of living so that we may smile to all. And of course, when you are so full of joy, in the awareness that you are living the real life, complete life, then you want to smile to everybody. You want to make everybody happy. So your happiness becomes contagious. And with whosoever you come in touch with, you try to share this joy. What are we supposed to do on the path? Develop our own personal inner joy and share it with everybody. So when we meet somebody, we don't look at somebody with a cross face, with an upset face. No, we look at somebody with a smile. And if we smile to others, others will smile to us. It's so simple. If we are good to others, others will be good to us. No way. And even if, as in the beginning, when we don't know each other, they may have their own, convictions. But if you keep being good to them, then they change by any means. So that's the purpose of spiritual life. Live a joyful life, peaceful, joyful life, in communion with God, and share with others this joy. Then this will give us the strength to face the challenges of life. Because life is full of challenges. But challenges are good. They are a training ground on which we are trained to become strong people. With no challenges, no strength. So it's very important to face challenges in life. That's why God gives us challenges. Because He wants us to become strong people. But we don't have to allow these challenges to make ourselves crumble down. We have to be the winners. Whichever challenge comes in life, it's a challenge to make our spiritual muscles strong. So we face it with courage, with bravery, and we try to become always stronger and stronger by any challenge. And we thank God for the challenges. And when we face them, understanding that we are being cursed by God, that we are not loved by God because of the challenges that come, we face them with the awareness that it's a chance to become a stronger person. And that we want to win the challenge and not lose. So, life is full of these kind of problems. We can't avoid them. Master Kripal used to say, life is full of thorns. But you wear strong boots so you won't hurt yourself. And these strong boots are, this capacity of facing the challenges with bravery, with patience, trying to understand how to manage it. It's also intended to make us develop our intelligence. Because then it says, the capacity of always finding out the pitfalls that the mind puts on our path. Because there are challenges and there are pitfalls. They are more or less the same, but they may be different. Why the pitfalls? Why the mind puts pitfalls on our path? Because we have to become smart in avoiding them. If the path is always smooth and easygoing, then we won't have a chance to develop our discrimination power. So, challenges and pitfalls are necessary in order to become capable human beings, capable of facing anything and always winning. But if sometimes we lose, we don't care. Falling is human. Staying down is devilish. So you fall, you raise up. You can be defeated, but you don't surrender, used to see Santa Jaip Singh. So in life, sometimes we may be defeated because we are not ready to face what comes up. It may be too strong for us. But if you are defeated, we don't stay lying down on the ground. We raise up and fight again. That's the attitude of the real seeker of truth. The one who is not afraid of facing life. That is capable of going through it, face it, and win the battle. And mind you, when you are seeking for truth, the challenges may be even more acute, more strong than when you are just living an ordinary life. Because you are meant to become a superhuman, not just an ordinary human. So the challenges may be even stronger. But don't be afraid. You always trust that God is at your side and will always give you the strength to face and win. So whatever happens, just look at it. I would say with no judgment. Just observe and try to understand what it's all about. Then it says, we are therein seekers of truth, determined to conquer your golden empire. The vastity beyond space, eternity beyond the prison in time, the inviolable that makes our life adorable. So we have to be daring seekers of truth. That dares. We don't want to be the fearful people. Fearful people don't get anywhere in life. We have to have an inner strength that gives us dignity. We want to be dignified human beings. And we want to be determined to conquer this golden empire of the divinity. We don't want to be the rulers of a small region, which may be ourselves. Our small world. We want to conquer this golden empire, which is divinity. So we do our best. We We do our spiritual practice in order to succeed. We get up every morning. We sing songs in praise of God. And we sit peacefully in meditation. We watch Satsangs so as to get always some inspired idea that makes our day an inspired day, an inspired mind. That's how we live a better life. We do it for ourselves first, and we do it for others consequently. Because an example, Master Kripal used to say, is much better than a precept. Means a life lived in a certain way is much better than just talking about it. Anybody can talk about anything, but how we live, that's what is important. The example that we give to others, that's what counts. So we have to be determined people. People that persevere, that keep going. They keep doing what they are meant to do in order to progress. Master Kripal always used to say, why do you discontinue? Keep doing it. Usually when we face a difficult period, a period in which there is aridity, there is dryness, then we give up. It's not for me, I'm not able, I don't succeed. But it doesn't work like this. We have to keep going. Then the blessing will come back again. In order to fully appreciate something, we have to miss it sometime, for some time. Then when it comes back, we really appreciate it so much more. If we have always this blessing from God, then at some point it becomes ordinary. So when this risk is there, God withdraws it from us. But we have to keep insisting, keep looking for it. Keep doing our spiritual practice. Then it will come back. And when it comes back, then we appreciate it so much more. It's like if you are thirsty, you miss water, and you are very thirsty, then if it's given to you, you fully appreciate it, and you fully enjoy it. But if you always have it, then it's an ordinary something. Sanji used to say, if you are really thirsty, then you don't ask what kind of water is this. You just drink it, whatever it is. I heard somebody once saying that he was in such a situation in which he couldn't get any water for days. He began drinking his own sweating. So, when we are really thirsty for something, then we just take it. When it's possible, we just drink it. We don't ask what quality is this. So sometimes God withdraws from us this His presence. It just goes beyond the corner. We don't see Him, we don't perceive Him. So we have to keep insisting there, really showing that we are not playing around, we really want it. And we don't give up. We keep practicing and praying that please come back to me. I am starving, I am dying. Come back to me. And when the prayer is so sincere, so deep, so felt, then by any means he comes and blesses us. So God hears our prayer when it's really sincere and it's really deep and really felt. Otherwise, no. We want to conquer this beyond space, eternity, beyond the prison of time. What is the other side? Here we are stuck in space and time. What's on the other side? Just the opposite. No time, no space. So how can we, stuck in time and space, understand what it might be to be out of time and space? It's just impossible. It's such an incredible condition that we can just figure out how it is. You can be anywhere at the same time, in space and in time. Incredible. It's such a freedom that we can't dream about. But that's how people who go on the other side describe it. No time, no space. It's wonderful. For such a condition, one would give anything. Such a freedom. People, to get out of a prison, from a jail in this world, they're ready to die. But they get out where? In a situation which is also kind of a loser prison, but not much different. Now, if you get out of this condition, stuck in space and time, and we reach a condition which is beyond space and time, that's real freedom. So for this condition, we should be ready to give up anything, to do anything. So once we leave this body, this condition will be ours, always. But to be able to experience it, at least from time to time, while we are in this world, that's also so much worthwhile, and that's what gives life a different dimension. That's what makes human beings better human beings, a higher quality human beings. We want to be completely sure that we'll be able to crumble down all the inner walls, it says. We have many walls. Our mind creates so many walls between we human beings, between ourselves, what we want to be and what we are. We want to be in a certain way. We would like to be holy people, full of joy, full of bliss. But because of these walls that we have inside of us, created by our own psyche, by what we are, the way we are not able to get to it. So we have to crumble down all these walls, all these impediments, all what divides us from the totality. We are stuck in ego, in personality, what we think we are. But we are not what we think we are. We are divine in nature. We have to move towards oneness instead of separateness. And we are separated, closed between walls. So we have to crumble down all these walls. We have to expand our consciousness. We have a perimeter. We don't want any perimeter. We want to be broad beings, huge beings. Master Kripal was called the Broad Master. Great Master who was the citizen of the cosmos. So that's what we want to become. We don't want to be longing to any nationality, to any religion, to anything that limits us. We want to be citizens of the cosmos. Who are you? To which country you belong? I am God, and I belong to the whole universe. That should be our faith, our religion. I am English, I am Hungarian, I am Italian, I am American, I am Indian, and this and that. No peace. Master Kripal used to say, as far as there is ism belonging to something and not to the all, there will never be peace. So you can see how far is this humanity from truth, from that condition that makes everybody to be a happy being. We are stuck in all these ideas, fake ideas. We have to broaden our point of view. We don't belong to any country. We belong to the universe. We are not even planet Earth citizens. No solar system citizens. No Milky Way galaxy. The whole universe. And if other people think differently, we don't care. Let them think the way they want. But let's think like this. Where are you from? I am from the universe. To which religion you belong? To the religion of God. Which is the religion of God? Can anybody tell me? It's Muslim? Is Christianity? Is Buddhism? Hinduism? I don't believe. Truth is the religion of God. Master Kripal used to say like this. When they ask him, which is your religion? My religion is God's religion. If he has any religion, then I belong to that religion. But he has no religion for sure. If your blessing descends upon us, if because of your deliberate choice you made the inner door wide open, So that's when His blessing descends upon us. That's what happens. The inner door becomes wide open. And our perception of reality becomes so huge, so vast. Then we are really ecstatic. Out of all cages, out of all prisons. That's wonderful. That's what we want to be. But the world is like this, so many things happen, so many cruelties. It's okay. You can change the world. You can only change yourself. But if you change yourself, then gradually you change also the world. The more people change in this direction, the more people achieve spiritual freedom, the more the world improves. No other way. Politicians will never change the world. Only spiritual people can change the world. Only great spiritual people. What a master with his message and with his meditation and people that meditate with him does to this world is so much more than all the governments of this world do. What are these leaders of the world? What is special about them? They are so arrogant, so full of pride. They are able to destroy the whole world, but not say, let's find a solution in peace. So how can you trust anything about these people? Where is the hope from these people? There is no hope. They can only destroy everything. They are so stupid. But to say stupid is too few. No brain whatsoever. So if you hope in politics to change the world, you are on the wrong conviction. A meditation retreat like this brings so much more peace in this world than any politician does. So we want to develop compassion. Let this be our mission. To be able to share with everyone the greatness of divine realization. Your absolute, amazing perfection. So compassion, love, kindness, mercy, that's what works. Nothing else works. The capacity to forgive. We want to be forgiven, so we forgive also. We forgive to others what they do to us, and others will forgive us what we do to them. So love and forgiveness should be the law that rules this world. Not cruelty, revenge, hate. So we want to be compassionate beings. This should be our mission. To be able to share with everyone some of our spiritual realization. is absolute perfection. So let's not play with life. Life is a serious matter. And a real seeker of truth must be a vehicle, an instrument of the Almighty, of the Supreme, to bring something good in this world. Master Kripal used to say, wanted reformers, not of others, but of oneself. Because when we reform ourselves, then we reform so many other people, just by our example. So wanted preachers, not to others again, but towards our oneselves. We should preach to ourselves and tell always to ourselves what we should be like. We are good at preaching to others, but we better preach to ourselves and try to follow what we preach to ourselves. So from time to time, tell to yourself, I should be like this, I should be like that, I shouldn't be doing this, I shouldn't be doing that. Instead of, he did this, he told me that, he did this to me. But what did you do to him or to her? What did you say? This we never consider. The bad one is always the other one. We are always the good ones. The holy people. So let's not play around with life. Let's take it seriously, but not sadly. Seriously, but with a smile. There is this famous saying of Mahatma Gandhi, you be the change that you want to see in this world. Don't wait for others to be that change. You be yourself. So I hope you like the song, you like the Satsang. I hope it was inspiring. I hope you feel more determined to seek what you're seeking for, and that you never give up until you reach the Absolute. So I thank my Master for inspiring this poem, this Satsang. Everything comes from him. We are nothing. We are just a shadow of the real. Thank you for listening. I bow down to you all. I love you all.